Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm your host, Big Truck, here at the King's Table, coming from a place somewhere in the universe. Shout out to Comedy Hype, to the sister and her panel that she have. I always like to pay respect where credit is due. I'm a new YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button, leave your comments, and hit the likes. Continue to grow here at the King's Table. This is what we do. We have men discussions and men conversations, getting down to the root of it all. Without further ado, there's a video going on viral about a woman that gets a brick thrown at her because a man she refused to give her number to a man. But guess what? There's more to this story. We're gonna unravel and we're gonna get down to the root of it, and we're gonna talk about it. So without further ado, as men, we spit fire. Let's get it.
For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. A viral video has been making its rounds all over social media where a woman is sharing her experience after encountering a man who hit her in the face with a brick for not giving out her phone number. The original video from Ro Bache was shared online by The Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, and various other online tabloids. The caption from The Shade Room reads, "Woman gets hospitalized after being hit in the face with a brick by a man after she refuses to give her number." The incident occurred in Houston, Texas, and she says she was surrounded by men who did absolutely nothing. She says the man got in the car and left the scene after assaulting her and is afraid he will never get caught. Now, the first of several videos took place moments after the incident where Ro called out all of the black men that saw the attack and didn't do anything about it. Ro was shocked at the amount of bystanders that didn't intervene or retaliate in her defense.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. This man hit me, he grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my face, and I want to give him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. You don't see that shit? You don't see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man.
I want to stop right there for a second. There's men in the background saying, "What do you want us to do?" I want y'all to, and she replied, "I want y'all to be a man." Let me get a drink on this one. Man, shout out to Stella Rose. She's doing great things. Put some Stella Rose in here with a shot of tequila. Okay. My thing is this. I want y'all to say one. A large number. Not every woman, but a large woman. You don't need no man. Man ain't shit. Remember that? As soon as you get assaulted, you want to play the victim. As soon as you get assaulted, where are all the men at? Well, the men were standing there. They just didn't do anything. Like the brother said, what do you want us to do? But wait a minute. There's more to it. There's more to it. See, it's amazing how when some people get assaulted, they don't tell the whole story. They tell half the story. To the brother who did throw a brick at her, I want to talk to him. I want to hear his side. I guarantee you there's more to it. And his side is going to be completely different than what she's saying. Let's get it.
Y'all be a man. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face. All y'all niggas.
The next video shows Ro in the hospital with her injuries clearly visible. She would go into detail about how disappointed she was.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt any.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
What's going on in Houston? First is Mocha Fest. Now this. What's going on? I call it bullshit. Let's get it.
Anybody, literally a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why this man got a brick on my face? He's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing." And he hits me in my face, and then they're all just watching, and they let that nigga get in the car. How is this okay? This is what y'all.
He fucked you up. He got you good. Got you good. No way, shape, or form here at the King's Table we promote any violence of some sort. I don't promote men putting their hands on a woman, and I don't promote a woman putting her hands on a man. Nobody should not be putting their hands on anyone. If it gets to the point where paws have to be put on somebody, it's always best to walk away. Call the police. If a man has been assaulted by a woman, kings, call the police and press charges. Vice versa. See, that's the thing right there. When you have more men stepping up pressing charges on women, women gonna stop putting their hands on men. Because there's a lot of men out there that was raised right. But at the same time, if you sticking your chest out like a man, you're gonna get dealt with like a man. Keep that in mind. Because you have some people that will take you there. But overall, we don't promote violence here at the King's Table. We don't do that. But I also encourage men to use wisdom and use common sense. This is not the way to go. However, what you do unto others will come back onto you. That's up to Elohim to decide. Pay attention.
Don't do it to women.
In the final video updating everyone, Ro would express gratitude for the support she's received thus far, but also took the time to call on her followers to put the face of the man who hid her out there. She would ask to center and make him the focal point of this discussion instead of her. After thanking those who were on her side, Ro would end the video by calling her criticizers unsympathetic, lacking compassion, and evil. Her caption read, "My anxiety is on 10. I'll be on Do Not Disturb for a while."
I don't even know. I really, really do appreciate the support. You know what I mean? I see so many women help me. I appreciate it. I'm in gratitude, but I don't appreciate being centered and talking about. There's a lot of bullying, there's a lot of fucking bullshit, and y'all just kill me because I didn't have a choice, you know what I mean? There was nothing I could have done to anticipate something like that to happen. There's like zero that I could have done. Y'all want to talk about this conversation? Go ahead, because I'm the one that brought it online, but center him. Put his face out there. Put his face out there. Y'all talk about him because he's the one who made a choice. People know him because security told me that, you know, he used to work somewhere at some restaurant. So we will find him. And when I do, I need y'all to center him because he also jumped in a car with a bunch of black women. You know what I mean? He was trying to jump in the car with a dude, but we wouldn't let the car leave. So he jumped out of that car and ran into another car, and I couldn't get the license plate number. Y'all know who he is. Put him out there, center his face, and then talk about it because he's the one who got to make a choice. I didn't get to fucking make a choice. He did. So center his fucking goddamn face because this is so fucking bullshit. Like, y'all are so unempathetic. Y'all lack compassion. I don't know how y'all can justify something like that. I don't give a fuck. Thank you for the people who have been very supportive, but center his face. Talk about him. He's the one who made a goddamn choice. Put his face up in the front. Thank you.
Since the video was released, online users have been split on this issue, with some even discrediting.
Now, before we get into this, see, I told you there was more to it. You are the vocal point of this. You are the center of this. Because, hold on. Damn, Stella, you doing some, what? It was you. It was your ass. Going around slapping men and thinking it was a joke, doing it for fun. How's that? That's not cool. Going around slapping white men, if I'm not mistaken, on the face. For clout, for likes, for attention. Going around just slapping people. So, karma's a bitch, ain't it? But yet, how do you think those men felt when you slapped them for no reason? You thought it was okay. You thought it was okay You're a woman. It's okay. I can assault men and slap men. But it's not okay when a man pick up a brick and cracked you and cooked you. He cooked you with that brick. He served you a 2-piece with a biscuit with that brick. But you crying, there is no men helped. Well, you got what you deserve, cutie. Let's play this.
Roe by bringing up her past videos to justify her being hit. There have been a few more videos circulating that show Roe lightly slapping some white men across the face with the caption, "Indeed, we're all God's children, but we're his favorite. This is activism and consensual, and I do not promote actual violence." Users would still take the time to respond, with one user saying, "I initially said no one deserves to be assaulted, but upon discovering new information, I take that bit back, even if her story is true. She is insufferable, man-hating excuse of a human being, and so I'm making an exception in this case. This is what we have seen about her. Now imagine the ones we haven't seen." Another video shows the woman twerking, insinuating that this was an excuse for what happened. Look at how Brick Girl acts around white people. On the other side of the argument, a social media user representing some women's thoughts would say, "This is why I'll always give my number out in public, regardless if I have a man or not, because you never know how a man will react when he gets rejected. This is sad and she didn't deserve this at all. It's scary out here. Women should not have to do this to protect ourselves." Now, Comedy Hype's own Yamanika Saunders would respond to the story via the Shade Room's Instagram post saying, "Black women, we are on our own. They will not help or protect you. Y'all have to give up the fantasy of black men protecting y'all. They hate."
But not only that, but you have to give up the fantasy of it's okay for y'all to go for some black women to go assault men. But it's a problem when you're assaulted. We can't stray away from the truth here. What is the truth? What is the act? It was okay for her to slap white men in the face. But soon as she get a brick thrown at her, want to play the victim. Let's not stray away from that point there. Once again, what you do unto others, Elohim will make sure it comes back around. How it comes back around, you'll never know. But it will come back around. Like you said, we are on our own. They will not help or protect you. You're right. We don't help and protect those who do foolishness. We don't protect foolishness. If you out there doing foolishness, no one's going to protect you. You have to give up the fantasy. See, men will protect you when you're in the right. But men are not going to protect you when you're wrong. That right there. I don't do it. Now, if you want to right, that's a different story. I'll protect you and back you 100%. But if your ass is wrong, I will not protect wrong. I will not protect foolishness. We're going to talk about this. It's okay for her to go slap white men in the face and then go twerking afterwards, justifying. It's okay. But soon as she get a brick thrown at her, now she want to play the victim. She got what she deserved. Let's face facts.
Haters too. We have to protect ourselves. Joining me, I have our very own borderline analyst, Danielle Miller. But first, let's hear from a witness from the actual incident.
I was one of the guys who was there that did not help her when she was getting hit with the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and saying things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her. Why would I go defend somebody that actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally
And I applaud the king for that one. I love to talk to him. If anybody out there come across this brother, send me a comment. I like to go live with him. Like I said, I plan on going live on the show. I'm a new channel. I love to go live with him. It's the same thing I said. Why would you protect someone when they wrong? When they have a history of doing wrong, why would you support that? You would be a damn fool to do that. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to protect a woman out there doing foolishness and wrong. No, you don't know what that person did. And you go out there and you protect. I'll be the man. I'll protect you, queen. And then your ass end up getting served. I bet you she ain't going to protect you. You got to be careful who you come to the aid of. You got to use wisdom. And we talk about that. Men, we got to use wisdom. You don't know what the hell that person did. And here you go, trying to protect. And you get in trouble.
If you go on social media online, you're going to see some of my antic videos, taunting people, looking for a reaction. When she got what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually seeking for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at some of the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any man have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. But at the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be. She wants attention. She's an attention-seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yeah, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not.
Shout out to the king. But again, and we're going to bring this home and wrap this up. You got to be careful. See, people out there doing stuff for attention and likes. It's okay when they do it. But let it happen to them. Now you want to play the victim.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
And hey, it's fair game out here. You can't get mad because men won't come support you and back you. You mad because men didn't come do anything. But what about those men that you slapped for attention? What about those men that you taunted and then have the audacity to freaking twerk? Ain't that a bitch? So therefore, there's no sympathy for you. There's no sympathy for you. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I'm a boss bitch. I'm a boss chick. I'm this. I'm that. Well, look what happened to you. Yeah, men was there standing and y'all just heard it right here. A man standing right there. He said it himself. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. You got to be careful who you support and who you protect and who you going after. Because you can protect the wrong person and you find yourself in a pickle. And you think that same person, that same person that you protected, you think they're going to protect you? Hell to the no, they not. They will not. She got what she deserved. It was wrong. It shouldn't have happened, but she got what she deserved. Karma came back and cooked her and served her a 2-piece with a biscuit. I bet you she gonna learn not to go on around putting her hands on people. You put your hands on people, something's gonna happen to you. You're not the victim. But those people that you slapped, they are the victims. What if you slap somebody and they turned around and they slapped you back? Because you got some older people out there that got some power behind they got some hands. So be careful. Men, continue to protect yourself at all times. Shalom.